You know what's funny? It's not the way they treated you. No, that's predictable. That's human nature at its finest. Disrespect, betrayal, thinking they can walk all over you because they don't see the danger simmering beneath the surface. That's not the joke. The real punchline? It's your silence. Yeah, your quiet, cold as ice response, my friend. They didn't expect that, did they? No, they wanted you to scream, to fight, to throw a tantrum like a child. But you didn't. You didn't give them that satisfaction. See, silence is a weapon, a slow, poisonous blade. And the best part, it cuts deep. Deeper than any shout, deeper than any punch. When you don't say a damn thing, when you keep your cool, they start to choke on their own words. They start to wonder if they ever really knew you at all. And that, my friend, is power. They disrespected you. We both know it. They laughed in your face, and you took it like a champ. But what they don't understand is that their disrespect. That's just the first round. Round one's over, baby. The real fight starts now, and you've already won. You've won by saying nothing, by letting them drown in their own arrogance, their own stupidity. It's in the quiet moments, when they're alone with their thoughts. That's when your silence eats them alive. That's when the weight of their disrespect starts crushing them. Little by little, they're lying in bed, thinking about what they said, what they did, and all they're hearing is nothing from you. That silence, it's a scream in their heads, louder and louder every night. And the more time passes, the more they'll realize what they did. They'll realize they messed with the wrong person. And you don't have to lift a finger. Let them stew in it. Let them burn in the mess they made. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing what's going on inside your head. Because that's what they want. They want a reaction. But you're too smart for that. You know how the game works. You've already won by not playing. They think they're clever. They think they can disrespect you and just walk away like nothing happened. But silence is the deadliest form of revenge, and you're delivering it like a pro. Don't even bother with the anger, the screaming, the "how could you do this to me?" crap. That's for the weak. The real strength, the real power, comes from your ability to stay calm, to let them underestimate you. They'll destroy themselves, all because you stayed quiet. You see, people expect noise. They expect conflict. They feed off drama like it's oxygen. When you're silent, you rob them of that. You leave them in the dark, guessing, wondering. You let their own mind become their enemy. Every time they think back to the moment they disrespected you, they'll feel smaller, weaker, more pathetic, and they'll never know what's coming next. Because you're a mystery now. You're untouchable. That silence of yours. That's fear, my friend. You've made yourself the thing they fear most. Here's the truth. They didn't respect you. They thought they could get away with it. But the thing about respect is, it's earned in silence, not in noise. Let them laugh now. Let them celebrate their little victory. But in time, that victory will turn to ash in their mouths. They'll start to notice that something's changed, that you've changed. And by the time they realize how badly they screwed up, it'll be too late. Because your silence? It's not just killing them. It's burying them, slowly, painfully. Look, I get it. It hurts being disrespected by people you thought had your back. That stings like nothing else. But pain is a tool. You take that hurt, you take that disrespect, and you turn it into something powerful. Let it sharpen you, let it make you stronger, but don't let it make you weak. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you break. The minute they see you crack, they've won. And we're not about giving out victories for free, are we? No, we're not. You're better than that. You're smarter than that. You're the one in control here, not them. So let them think they've won. Let them have their moment, because when it's all said and done, they'll be the ones who are haunted by the memory of what they did, haunted by your silence. And when they come crawling back, desperate for your attention, for your forgiveness, you'll know you've already won. You won the moment you decided to stay quiet. And when that day comes, when they realize how badly they've messed up, don't even say a word, just smile and walk away. Because your silence, it's the loudest thing they'll ever hear. You see, kid, the world has this twisted idea of what power really is. They think it's all about who's the loudest, who can throw the hardest punch, who can make the biggest scene. But that's not power. That's desperation. Real power, it's subtle, it's quiet. It doesn't need to scream to be felt. It's like a ticking bomb that nobody sees, nobody hears, until it's too late. And right now, you're that bomb. You're just sitting there letting them think they've won, letting them believe they've gotten under your skin. But you know better, don't you? You're not broken. You're not defeated. Hell, you're just getting started. And every second that passes, your silence is tightening the noose around their necks. They think they know you. They think they've figured you out. But people like them. They're stupid. They only see what's right in front of them. They don't understand that you've changed the rules. You're not playing their game anymore. You're playing your own. And in your game, silence is the ultimate weapon. You've got to understand this. Your silence isn't weakness. It's the most dangerous thing you've got. When they disrespected you, they were expecting a reaction. They were expecting you to get mad, to lash out, to give them something to hold over your head. But you didn't give them anything. And now they're stuck in their own heads, wondering when the other shoe is going to drop. And oh, it's going to drop. Trust me. But when it does, it won't be loud. It won't be flashy. It'll be like a whisper in the dark. They won't even see it coming. And when it hits them, it'll be too late to do anything about it. You ever notice how people can't stand silence? How it makes them uncomfortable, nervous? Silence has a power that few people can truly understand. It forces those who wrong you to confront themselves in ways they never expected, to stare into the mirror of their own actions and see the ugliness they've been trying so hard to deny. When you stay quiet, it's like holding up that mirror directly to their soul, making them see every crack, every flaw, every shadow they thought they could hide. And here's the thing, most people can't handle that. They hate it. They'll do anything to avoid it. That silence, that unbearable quiet, becomes a void they feel desperate to fill. They'll throw excuses into it, hoping to soften the edges of their guilt. They'll spin lies, trying to rewrite the story in their favor. They'll offer hollow, insincere apologies that drip with the hope of absolution. But you don't owe them anything, not your forgiveness, not your understanding, and certainly not your words. You let them sit in that silence, let them fidget and squirm, let them feel every agonizing second of the weight of their actions pressing down on them. And here's the beauty of it. While they're drowning in their own discomfort, they're also driving themselves crazy trying to figure out what's going on in your mind. They're replaying every conversation, analyzing every look, every word, every action, trying to piece together a puzzle that doesn't even exist. They're trapped in a loop of their own making, wondering if you're plotting revenge, if you're planning to expose them, or if you're simply biding your time. The not knowing eats at them. It gnaws away at their confidence, their ego, their sense of control. What they don't realize, what they'll never understand, is that you've already moved past it. You've stopped wasting your energy on them because, frankly, they're not worth it. Your focus has shifted entirely. You're not fixated on revenge, not obsessing over the wrong they did to you. No, your attention is on yourself now, on your growth, on your future. And that shift, that detachment, is what's driving them insane, because nothing frustrates a person more than realizing they no longer have power over you. Revenge is often said to be a dish best served cold, but the truth is, the most devastating form of revenge doesn't involve retaliation at all. Sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing. Walk away. Leave them to deal with the wreckage they've created. Because people like that, they're always their own worst enemy. Their downfall is inevitable. They'll sabotage themselves, implode under the weight of their own choices. All you have to do is step back and let them self-destruct. While they're unraveling, you're rising. You're growing stronger, channeling all the negativity they threw at you into something positive, something meaningful. Every insult, every slight, every time they thought they were better than you, it all becomes fuel. It becomes power. But here's the trick. Don't waste that power on them. Don't sink to their level. Use it for yourself. Build something so incredible, so unshakable, that they can't help but regret ever doubting you. Picture it. Imagine the sting they feel every time they see you thriving, living your life without a care in the world. That pain, that burn, cuts deeper than anything you could have said to them in a heated moment. They disrespected you because they thought you'd break. They assumed you'd come crawling back, desperate for answers, for closure, for an apology. But what they never saw coming was the simple, brutal truth. You don't need them. You never did. That realization shatters them. It's the ultimate blow to their ego, breaking it into pieces so small it can never be put back together. They thought they mattered to you. They convinced themselves they held some kind of power in your life, but the truth is, they're nothing. They're irrelevant. And the knowledge of that irrelevance eats away at them. It's what haunts them. It's what kills them. And the beauty of it, you didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to lash out, didn't have to argue or fight or scream. Your silence was enough. It's always been enough. Because silence isn't just the absence of words. It's a weapon. It's a reminder. It's proof that you're stronger than they ever gave you credit for. Every second you stay quiet, every moment you refuse to give them what they want, is a victory. They need your reaction to feel validated. They need to know they got under your skin, that they left a mark. But when you deny them that satisfaction, when you withhold your energy, your attention, your anger, it throws them into chaos. They can't make sense of it. They don't know how to handle it. And while they're spiraling, you're thriving. You're channeling all that energy into yourself, into your goals, into your dreams. You're building a life so extraordinary that it eclipses anything they could have ever imagined for themselves. This isn't about letting them off the hook. Oh no, they don't get off that easy. The truth is, they've already paid the price for what they did. They just don't realize it yet. Your silence is their punishment. Every time they see you living your life, every time they're reminded of your strength, it cuts them deeper than any revenge plot ever could. It's a constant, unrelenting reminder of their failure. A reminder that they underestimated you. A reminder that they lost. And while they're stuck in the past, you've moved on. You're not thinking about them anymore. You're not replaying what happened. You're out there, living, thriving, succeeding. But them, they're trapped. Trapped in their guilt, their shame, their regret. And that's the real beauty of it. You don't have to lift a finger. Just let them sit in the silence. Let it consume them. Because silence has a way of amplifying the truth. It forces people to confront their actions, their choices, their mistakes. It doesn't scream, it doesn't shout, but it speaks volumes. And the message it sends, it's clear, it's undeniable. It says, you didn't break me, you didn't defeat me, I'm still here, I'm stronger than ever. And you're nothing. That's the power of silence. It's not weakness, it's not passivity, it's strength. It's control. It's the ultimate form of self-respect. And when you wield it wisely, it's the most devastating weapon you'll ever have. So let them wonder. Let them squirm. Let them destroy themselves. You don't need to say a word. You've already won. It's funny, really. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to lift a finger. your silence will haunt them for the rest of their lives. They'll try to forget, try to move on, but the memory will always be there, lingering like a ghost that whispers in their ear, over and over again, "You messed up." And here's the best part. You're not even thinking about them anymore. You've moved on. You're out there living your life, chasing your goals, making moves, and building the future you deserve. But them, they're stuck, trapped in that moment, trapped in their guilt and their shame. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to do anything, just sit back and let your silence do the talking. Because the truth is, they need your reaction. They need your validation. They need to know they got under your skin, that they left a mark. But you don't need anything from them. And that makes you dangerous. That makes you untouchable. You see, life is full of people who will try to tear you down. They'll disrespect you, betray you, and make you feel like you're nothing. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. They're projecting. Every insult, every act of betrayal, every attempt to diminish you, it's all a reflection of their own insecurities, their own fears, their own weaknesses. They're scared. Scared that you'll see right through them. Scared that you'll realize the truth. You're better than them. That's why they try to drag you down to their level. But you're not playing that game. You've risen above it. You're operating on a whole different level, a level they can't even comprehend. You've got something they'll never have: control. Control over your emotions, control over your mind, control over your life. And that terrifies them. Every time they see you, every time they think about you, they're reminded of one simple truth. They never had any power over you. Not then, not now, not ever. Your silence is a constant reminder of that. A reminder that you're stronger than they'll ever be. While they spiral into self-doubt and chaos, you're steady, you're focused, you're untouchable. Let them live in fear. Let them drown in their own self-doubt. You're above it all, and every time they replay the moment they disrespected you, they'll feel smaller, weaker, more pathetic. Because here's the thing about people like that. They thrive on drama. They feed on conflict. They need noise to survive. Silence? Silence is their kryptonite. It forces them to confront themselves, to face the ugliness they try so hard to hide. And they can't stand it. They'll try to fill that silence with anything: excuses, lies, fake apologies. But you don't owe them anything. Let them sit in it. Let them squirm. Let them feel every second of it. And here's the kicker. While they're killing themselves trying to figure out what you're thinking, you're out there living your life. You're chasing your dreams, building your empire, and creating a life so extraordinary that they'll regret ever crossing you. This is the ultimate truth. The best revenge isn't about getting even. It's about rising above. It's about turning their disrespect into your success. It's about proving without saying a word that they never had any power over you. You're not broken. You're not defeated. Hell, you're just getting started. And every second that passes, your silence tightens the noose around their ego. Thank you for watching.